Spacey Sims, and we are back with the Cafe Enchante. Did I say that in the last part when we were starting it? Because I just kind of feel like I didn't. Sometimes I wonder. I'm like, did I say the right game? Anyway, so we're back. We're in Rindo's Route. We're actually in Rindo's Route, and the first chapter, and we're going on a little friend date with Mikado to help him pick out stuff for his quote-unquote girlfriend, who's not a waifu. She's a real girl, as far as we know. Anyway, 3 days later, I promised to meet Mr. Mikado today. Well, more like I was forced to promise to meet with him today. Like we agreed, I'm in front of the train station with Il by my side. I don't see any signs of Mikado nearby. Well, I am 20 minutes early. Last night, Il and I agreed that he should join, so he is with me. Though it was forced, it's still a promise, but Ignis and Canis were totally against me coming here. I mean, the way the first two routes went, the side character is the backstabby douche weasel. Like, Venia. You're like, oh, okay, Venia backstabbed us. The fuck? Dromi backstabbed us. Saw that coming, though, because of Venia. So if, like, Mikado backstabs us, I wouldn't be surprised. But I also kind of expect it from him anyway. So, like... So, about that thing I'm going to help Mikado with. You know, finding a gift for his girlfriend. Screw it. I say let it go. It's not worth it. Hell, that wasn't even a promise. It wasn't even a conversation. He just talked at you and left. Yukiu! Corano seems to agree with Ignis. Canis is nodding too. Oh, sure it was forced, but it's still a promise, you know? But I have a bad feeling about this. Who knows what he has in store? Mikado may look like an ordinary child, but let us not forget that he is a member of the GPM. It doesn't seem like he has ulterior motives. I don't think he has time to do anything. A member of the GPM, that alone is enough to make all the others suspicious. In particular, every time I meet Mr. Mikado and he asks for blood samples, Ignis's words come to mind. But he rarely shows any interest in me. I have no interest in humans. I have no interest in humans! He almost lives by that statement, too. And yet, he's asking for my help to find the perfect birthday gift for his girlfriend. Well, he did come to see me to ask for help. And Karia is getting a bit of help from him too, which is why I want to try and help. I think it'll be alright. We're going to be shopping around the train station and in town. I'll reach out if anything happens. But how about this? One of us will follow you tomorrow as your personal guard. Huh? Before I could say they didn't need to watch over me like bodyguards, a hand rises up within the room. Oh, well then, I'll go. You go? Miser's like, huh? Even Miser was surprised for Il volunteering instead of giving an open-ended suggestion. Yes, besides guarding her, we'd be going to buy a gift for his girlfriend, right? If so, I believe I'm the perfect candidate. And the insight I've gained from playing all my Otome games is invaluable. I'm almost certain I know more about girls than Spacey now. Probably. Il? You do know I am a girl, right? And so, here I am. We have 10 minutes to go. Got it. But is Mikado really going to show up? The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced my mind was playing tricks on me. Mr. Mikado with a girlfriend? He's 29 years old? He's thinking of getting married? It can't be. It's too weird. He never said he was thinking about getting married. He said it was a serious relationship. That means nothing. Like usually when you're like, are we dating boyfriend, girlfriend thing? Okay, then it's serious. Whether like a year from now you're still together or you get married or not. You know what I mean? What's weird? Yikes! I snapped back to reality to find Mikado standing in front of me. He's wearing his usual attire. Oh, did I keep you waiting? I really thought I arrived on time. Oh, not to worry. I got here earlier to avoid being late. Yeah, I see. That aside, why is the fallen angel here? I mean, it's great I get to see a rare non-human, but having him awkwardly walk between us is a bit ridiculous. Mikado, you're a member of the GPM, so I'm just taking the precaution of protecting her from you. What? Why would you say that out loud? I thought he was being too blunt, but... Oh, is that bothering you? I see then. Well, I'm glad you're here to protect her. And now then, shall we? All in the name of my love. Perfect gift. I'm not leaving without you. He isn't phased by it. He isn't phased at all by what Il said. Instead, Mikado begins walking with a pep in his step, humming in joy. Il and I both look at each other. We're like, he's so awkward. He's like, I'm so glad you think I'm a threat. This is amazing. It'll make it so much more fun to trap you later. I'm just saying. We have to pick up the pace just to keep up with him. Oh, what a place to go shopping. I can see why you chose this place. Ah, so having multiple stores gathered around a busy street ensures competition and versatility, thus increasing revenue. Wonderful! How very practical. Mikado, you don't go shopping very often, do you? Mikado nods in confirmation as he scopes out the shopping area with interested, keen eyes. Indeed, a genius can't spare the time or brain cells. Most of my purchases are done online. Apparently, I am a fucking genius. Most of my purchases are done online too, because I just don't like leaving my house. So you see, I felt that buying online lacked the personal touch that my love deserves. If I'm buying something that's inherently tangible, I may as well see and buy it for myself. Mikado lets out a bright smile. He must really treat his girlfriend as someone special. To be honest, I'm still not convinced he actually has a girlfriend, but he is very serious about coming out here for her. If so, I'll do my very best to help him out. Mikado's girlfriend is literally just probably him in a wig and a dress. It's like... I mean, like, literally, he puts on a wig and pretends he's his girlfriend. But with so many shops, this'll be difficult to determine which one to go to. Then suddenly, Il quietly and gracefully moves into position. This is my time to shine. There's a bookstore, movie theater, anime shop, pop star-themed cafe. These stores seemingly have anything we can think of, so we're definitely going to find the right gift. He offers advice to Mr. Mikado. Maybe it's just me, but the latter half of his suggestions sounded a bit too niche. Just so you know, if you purchase a magazine at that bookstore, you'll receive a limited edition postcard. Oh? That sounds like a great idea. I heard girls love limited things. You're definitely limited in, like, height. Just kidding. But not. He really is short, but... Mikado? Mikado! I don't think that would make for an appropriate gift for her birthday. You think so? Well, maybe I should reconsider then. I turn around to Il and give him a friendly reminder. Il, I just want to remind you we're buying something for his girlfriend, not for you. The key word is birthday. Let's keep that in mind. Il stares at me with an "oh, I get it" look on his face. Ah, that's right. Birthday. Well, I have the perfect suggestion then. After all, I've gone through plenty of birthday event scenarios. Really? That's great! I actually think it's funny that Il plays Otome games, and he's like, I know what women want. Actually, what you're doing in those Otome games is trying to please your man, so you're more like an actual girl, and you know what different types of men like. So that's not really going to help us here, though. I mean... Or he's playing the games, and he's like, girls like it when guys wear glasses, insult them, and slam them up against a wall. You know what? You're not wrong. But, like... Anyway. You see, and the most important detail about a birthday is... Despite being a non-human, Il is trying his best to teach Mikado how to properly celebrate a birthday. Mikado is as curious as ever, and Il is as confident as usual. Seeing the two of them as giddy walking down the street puts a smile on my face. It's more like we're babysitting Il. We went everywhere. We walked from store to store along the street, but... Oh, test tubes! They're absolutely beautiful. I suppose, but I doubt your girlfriend would like them. Indeed, Spacey is right. How about this CD? It's a special edition that comes with a free ticket for an event. That's what you want, isn't it, Il? This whole choosing a gift thing is turning out to be a chore. That aside, what happened to Il supposedly knowing all about girls? At this rate, the gift Mikado ends up with is going to be something an Otome fangirl wants for their collection. Hey, she might be an Otome fangirl, you don't know. Il, actually, I need you to shop for my birthday, it'll be great. I look around myself when I happen to find a gift that may work. I call to Mikado to come see. Mikado, how about a ring? It's a ring for the pinky finger, so it isn't too heavy-handed in terms of what rings usually mean. A ring? A splendid idea. It's a common item used in Otome games when trying to raise a girl's affection gauge. Again, you're trying to raise a girl's Who's trying to raise the girl's affection gauge? We're raising a boy's affection gauge. Are you playing games where you're a girl Because if you're playing games where you're a boy romancing girls, that is not an Otome game, motherfucker. Get your shit straight. Il, I don't think you know what games you're playing. You're like, Il, sweetie, all those characters you're dating are boys. He's like, what? Yeah. I know they're beautiful, but they're still men.
Ha ha! And the design would suit her too. Oh, wait! The size looks a bit off. Maybe I could use it as a necklace charm. But it is designed for the finger. Maybe there's something better. No, wait. How about that one? It's a dress popular among the girls. Oh, how cute! But it looks too big for her. She is rather petite, you know.
We look at this and we look at that. We continue our round. Okay, sorry. Because my internet was down, when I was recording, and all of a sudden I saw everything flash on my computer and the internet popped back up and totally shut down action and everything. So I'm sorry about that weird little glitch. And then after that happened, I'm recording the rest of this part a different day, because after that happened, I was like, I am so sick of trying to deal with this shit. Like, I was so mad at my whole internet issue. I was like, fuck it, I'm done. And so I'm picking back up several days later. But yeah, so I don't know what happened. Like, action just completely shut down when the internet came back on, and then it went back down again, like within like 2 seconds. So I was like, whatever. But yeah, so anyway, we didn't lose any time because I was like right here and I was reading the line and then it went off. So anyway, we continued our rounds through the stores in search of the perfect gift. It's afternoon now. I'm sitting by myself on one of the benches along the street. They seem to be getting along well. I chuckle as I look at them wandering around the store in front of me. Il and Mr. Mikado are standing in front of Il's favorite characters themed store. Favorite characters theme store. There's a whole store just for a character. Fuck. If you had a store just for, like, here's the Code Realize store, here's the Cafe Enchante store, here's this store, that would freaking be crazy, but, like, just a character. Shit! Although, I would walk down that street that had stores just themed for freaking Otome. Oh my god. Oh my god. At some point, you'd have to be like, okay, these are the popular games and they stay, but then, like, these are the older games, and I have to move to a different... You couldn't do that! I mean, pop-up shops. Yeah, but, like, holy shit. I'm just so excited about this. Oh my god. Is there a whole city just for me? Like... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm disappointed, because you know it doesn't exist. Anyway. We already bought a good amount of things for his girlfriend, so I doubt they'd choose something from that store. I have to say, I never thought Mikado was the type to be so caring about his girlfriend. I need to meet her. We need to meet her. All day long, Mikado was running wild, trying to find that perfect gift for his girlfriend. To add, Mikado kept complimenting his girlfriend through the whole shopping experience. I mean, it was so blatant that it actually made me blush. But I'd be happy if a special someone made the same effort for me. That's something I don't think I'll ever experience myself. Rather, I don't have the time to think about things like that. Oh, how little do you know right now? We're going to date a man old enough to be our daddy. Not a bad excuse if I say so myself. But one day, I hope a special someone will come my way who would care enough to go through things like this. I don't know who's saying, if you want a gift, I have one for you, my dear. Huh? The sweet words are accompanied by a can of juice. Surprised, I look up to find... Oh, this is him and his, What is... But... Do we not recognize him? Because there's no way we'd get a CG. But for a second, it's still question marked. I'm like, it's question mark, so I'm supposed to not know who's talking. But why would we get a CG in Rindo's route if it wasn't? This is like, she's like, I don't recognize you in your streetwear, I guess. I was kind of assuming, like, I thought maybe the voice was going to be him, but then I was like, who knows? Like, I don't want to make the assumption, like, it's his route, so it's totally him and not be. And every time I do this, every time I'm like, I think it's a character, I'm like, it's probably this character, but I don't know who it is. It's always that character. But then if I read it like a character, it's wrong. It's always when I don't, damn it! Like, I'm always wrong. Anyway. Oh, you didn't want it? Let me guess. You wanted something warm to drink. I think we're just staring at each other. Just look at her face. She's like, Spacey? What's with the surprised look on your face? I know that voice. It's so obvious. But I can't be certain it's the person I'm thinking of. I mean, he dresses pretty snazzy for like an old dude. Okay, I can't say that. He's so old. But look, some old people, some of us old people are pretty hip and we dress pretty snazzy. But usually they don't do that in games. He'd be like, he's 42. Okay, so he has to wear trousers hiked up to his man nipples and then like suspend, and he has to look like he just like he's like fucking 85. You're like, okay, there is a difference. Stop. But that's just because the world, and some of you people leave on Earth probably the same way. Oh my god, I'm 26. Am I gonna die now? I'm old. Oh, honey. It gets worse. It gets worse. My fucking hip hurts right now just thinking about it. Anyway, I can't be certain it's the person I'm thinking of. Who are you? His face is great. What? You're kidding, right? I really didn't know what else to say. That's beautiful. I really didn't see that coming. It's me, Rindo. I never expected you to be the kind of person to get so flustered by me. It's just because you're dressed normal. Mr. Rindo chuckles to himself. I still can't come to terms with how he looks. But, Mr. Rindo, you look different. What's going on? What do you mean by that? I have a day off today. I'm just exploring the area, that's all. It just so happened I found myself here. What, it's been about a week, right? Look! And we get to see his sprite in his new outfit, too. I like it when they do that. I mean, we saw Miser in that outfit, but like, for once. That was it, just one time. I take the can of juice from Mr. Rindo as he sits next to me with that usual smile of his. But his hair's like... I mean... I'm sorry, but you look so different when you're not wearing your suit, Mr. Rindo. Different? You could have just said nice, you know. I mean, even cool would have worked. It's also because his hair really is, it's like down in his face instead of like brushed back. Like, nice, even cool. Oh, that's how you know you're old. You could have said I looked cool. Oh, sweetie, you stopped being cool a long time ago. We think we're cool. Old people, we're like, we're all awesome. We're totally cool. And kids are like, oh my god, you're losers. Shut up. When you get to be our age, you'll do the same damn thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess it didn't dawn on me. At least you reacted as usual. Are you done with all your work? Yeah, finally. The sunglasses probably threw her up too. It's the relaxed hair. It's just the bang hair in the front is just, it's down instead of brushed back. The leather jacket throws her off. To be honest, I was actually heading to Enchante. I guess fate had a different plan. I don't really think it's fate. What? Can't flirt with older men like me? Well. It feels like it's been forever since Mr. Rindo teased me like this. I'm so happy that a smile comes to my face. But I try to hide my smile behind the can of juice Mr. Rindo gave me. Huh, I'm glad you're doing alright. That selfie you sent worried me. Oh, that. Well, I'm in my 40s. I don't look my best after working late-night shifts anymore. I haven't been to Enchante for a week, so I was getting a bit worried, too. Really? But I've been reporting to you on a daily basis. Well, yes, but there are a lot of things I could miss by not being there in person. What Mr. Rindo says does make sense. So you're out shopping today? Oh, yes. Well, I'm here with Il and Mr. Mikado, but they're out shopping together now. What? Mikado? Why is he... No, wait. You said Il, right? Do those two even get along? Well, I think they're doing fine. See, Mr. Mikado's looking for a gift for his girlfriend and... Wait, maybe I'm talking too much. Mr. Rindo, did you know that Mr. Mikado has a girlfriend? Mikado? Girlfriend? The look on his face! It's like someone pissed in his Cheerios. What the fuck? I know it's like pissed in your cornflakes, but you know what? It's just because I have Cheerios, not fake Cheerios, but, you know, peanut butter Cheerios. So anyway, that's the only reason I thought about it. Not like right this second, but in my cabinet. Anyway, the look on his face, though, is like horrified, but you could see just even like the lines around his eyes, like, oh my god. Oh, it's so great. Oh, I love it. That face is a mood. Oh, you knew? I actually only found out recently. I really didn't expect Mikado to be so obsessed with his girlfriend. No, he's like, Mikado, girlfriend? No, he's horrified at this thought. He keeps talking about how cute she is, or like how special she is to him. He's getting greener about a second. Mr. Rindo? Mr. Rindo goes silent. I can see the tension in his expression. It's the disgust. He's disgusted. The discussion? The disgustedness? What? Anyway. It's the disgust in his face. That's what, but I'm like... You're like, I can see the happiness in his... Like, I don't know why I couldn't fucking figure that out. You know what? I got nothing. I got no excuses. I've literally lost my fucking mind, apparently. He then looks straight at me. Spacey, a word of advice. Don't get too involved with what you were talking about. Huh? What do you mean? Wait. He sounds like... Is there some kind of problem with Mikado's girlfriend? Mr. Rindo doesn't say a word, but his silence is almost telling that I'm onto something. Wait, could it be Mr. Mikado's being used by this girlfriend of his? That's entirely possible. Rather, that's probably it, considering what Mikado is like. Well, even if I lack experience when it comes to love, I wouldn't be able to tell if someone was trying to use me.
Whoa! Isn't that young man there my dear old friend Rindo?
Making young? Altering one's appearance to seem younger in age than reality. Never mentioned such a thing to women, ever. I'm assuming that whatever the actual term in Japanese is like... a little more than young man. Like, is that a young man? Unless you mean air quotes around it. Then that makes sense, but they didn't put the quotes around it. Huh? What timing for Mikado and Il to return? I quickly look at the two. Instead of seeing Il or Mikado, all I can see is... a crepe? What's wrong with trying to look young? I'm a man, you know. And what's with the mountain of crepes?
It's a gift for Spacey.
Il calmly states. In his hand are crepes. Seriously, a mountain of them. That looks like 3. I want the chocolate one. Then maybe the strawberry one. Not the one with bananas. I don't like bananas. Ill? I love my crepes, but isn't that a bit too many?
Oh, well, I have a dozen on me. I bought them so I could complete the coaster collection that came with them.
That would also be me. You'd go and you'd be like, that's not the flavor I want, but that's the coaster I want, so I'm gonna get that.
So that's 3 per person.
I appreciate you adding me so naturally into the equation.
Well, if Rindo isn't going to have some, then that's 4 per person. Now, Ill, I think Rindo is too old to enjoy the rich cream on these crepes.
Come on, I was just getting hungry. I can put away 3 crepes easily. He's a man. Usually men can eat like 3 crepes and then gain oh my god, I gained a whole ounce. Thanks, I gained 6 pounds just watching you eat them, you asshole. Life sucks when you're a woman and you're old, okay? Jesus. Mr. Rindo glares back, smiling as he quickly downs one of the crepes, or just have like no metabolism whatsoever, like negative metabolism. Other people eat and I gain weight. Jesus. We all began eating the crepes, savoring each bite, but it's a bit different for me. I can't stop thinking about what Mr. Rindo said earlier, advising me not to get too involved with Mikado's girlfriend, whoever she is. It's probably because it's an imaginary girlfriend. It's probably not a real person. He has his usual bright and friendly smile on his face as he takes a bite out of his crepe. Mr. Rindo's really good at hiding his feelings from others and lying to others, which is why I feel concerned about what he said earlier. Time passes. With Mr. Rindo in tow, we continue with our shopping. Soon, Il heads back to Enchante after saying that he needs to be there so he can sign off on some deliveries. Before I know it, the sky is shimmering with stars.
Fantastic! You saved me, Spacey. Her birthday is going to be perfect now.
That's good to hear.
Thank you so very much. I'll come see you for anything else.
Mr. Mikado lets out a wide smile and quickly turns and runs off with the wrapped gifts in his arms. He looks like some kind of elementary school student from behind. Now alone, Mr. Rindo looks at me. Let me walk with you to Enchante. Huh? Oh, it's all right. It's close by. No. Not escorting a girl back is not a good look for a gentleman. And so, I head back to Enchante with Mr. Rindo in tow. I let out a sigh as we walk down the street amid the quiet night. Phew. A lot sure happened today. Or rather, all of the ruckus from earlier really tired me out. Oh wow, look at them! What a weird bunch hanging out together!
And maybe they're a family? Well, probably not, but they stand out like a sore thumb.
A cool middle-aged man, a cutie in a white coat, and a prince from another land? What a party! Etc. All the girls took notice of us immediately. I even overheard them talking about me. Just hearing them trying to figure out why I'm with them wore me out. I always thought I attracted attention because of the non-humans around me, but now that I think about it, Mr. Rindo and Mr. Mikado's appearances draw enough attention. In Mr. Mikado's case, his style is unique, so him being stared at isn't unusual. As for Mr. Rindo, he is pretty tall and has a nice build. And not to mention, he's also pretty handsome. It'd be easy for someone to mistake him as a celebrity. Only now I'm starting to notice that he might be pretty popular with the girls. I like how you say that and then his sprite's like, hey, he knows. Okay. He's looking at you like, hey, I notice you're noticing me. And then she's like, why are you attractive? She looks so mad about it. Is there a problem? Actually, I know he's good with the girls. He led me a lot more gracefully than any other guys the last time we all went out together. Huh. What do I mean by other guys anyway? Maybe I can ask a bit more. Mr. Rindo, What is it? Mr. Rindo, are you popular with the girls? I know it's blunt, but I simply had to ask. Maybe that's why he's 42 and single. He's either really bad with them, or he's really good with them. Or he just doesn't have fucking time. I mean, that could be it too. Oh? Where'd that come from? I mean, he sounds like Junichi Suabe, because that's exactly who voices him, so of course, hi. If you had that voice talking to you, you'd be like, hi, hello, okay. Well, it's just that you sort of stood out from among the crowd today. I explain what's on my mind to Mr. Rindo, which causes him to think. I see. Even though the only non-human was ill, we stood out, eh? She's like, I mean, I heard one of the girls call you cool, too. Hearing my curious comments, Mr. Rindo begins to heartily laugh. I guess I am sort of popular. He's like, yes, I am. How about that? Do you love me now? Will you marry me? God damn it, stop it. I knew it! But since you're presenting this as a question, that must mean that you don't see me in the same light as the others. Oh, that's a shame. I guess I'm not that cool after all. Oh, well, that's not what I get it. Being surrounded by non-humans diminishes whatever appeal I have as a human, so I guess it can't be helped. Still, he didn't deny his popularity with the girls. Just the thought is making me imagine what Mr. Rindo goes through. Or at least I tried. I guess this shouldn't be surprising to me, but I can't imagine what kind of life you lead, Mr. Rindo. Whoa. After implying you don't care much for me, now you want to get to know me? You're quite a player, aren't you? I mean... Yes, welcome to the man harem. Hello, welcome. Please come in, meet everyone else that is here. This is way too fitting. I mean, okay, I feel like they purposely, when writing this game, were like, we're gonna, haha, this is funny because it fits in the conversation, but also it's kind of a dig at all the people playing these games. Not really like a dig, it's like a high five. Hell yeah, I am. Like, not just a player of Atomes, but like, hi, you know you all have like a fucking, got a harem of men. It isn't just like, he's my, like, I play these games because they're fun, but this is like my one true love character, just this one. No, you know there's like at least one in every fucking game. If you're like, I like this game, but I don't have a man husbando that I want to drag out of this game, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is wrong with that game? There's always one. Two are like, I love him more than anybody in this whole entire game, even if it's a background character. I'm just saying. I don't think I've played an Atome yet that I didn't... Well... Not any, at least, of the... big name title games. You know what I mean? Like, maybe the smaller, like... Maybe? Okay. When we're talking about some of the Dogonzaka Labs games. Those one... No. Because they're all fucking terrible. We play those on the mixed reviews because usually they're terrible. And it's kind of like, I hate you all. I hate all of you. I want to tie you to train tracks and drive the train over you myself. While I twirl my evil mustache and go, that's why we play those games, because they're terrible. But I'm just saying. The good ones, though, we have men for the man harems. I don't, you know what I mean? Anyway. Look, we don't need to... Anyway, this is just funny. Yes, we are a player. Yes, we have a man harem. Hello, thank you. What? Not at all. I was just wondering, since you're a regular at my cafe... He's like trying to flirt with us and we're just not getting it. Well, besides me, my suggestion to you is to make more human friends. The guys at Enchante are reliable, but they're non-humans. You need to associate yourself with more normal people to live like a normal person. You know, I think you've been spending a bit too much time with the other side. I bite back at Mr. Rindo's statement. I'm totally fine. I've been speaking with a lot of people other than non-humans. Speaking Humans. The only ones I can recall are Mr. Rindo and Mr. Mikado. It's not unusual to see cafe staff getting friendly with their customers, but normal people rarely come to Enchante. I'm not in contact with everyone I used to know back in my old job, nor would I want to be. Not even in contact with my school friends. Is it just me, or am I in a unique situation that's preventing me from being normal? No, wait, just yesterday I spoke with the owner of the grocery store. He's got that look on his face again. And, besides me and Mikado... I guess I've only been conversing with non-humans. Now that I think about it, it's never dawned on me because I talk to any customer who comes in. What are you doing? Why are you being high? What are you doing? You're being so loud. You're really ringing those bells. You want attention or something? You could come over here. Hello. Hi. What you doing? You're not in trouble. I just asking what you're doing because you're being so fucking loud. You're like banging everything. Swear to God, you like got the pots and the pans and you're banging them together over there? Crazy. Birds are just fucking permanent toddlers. Seriously, like, toddler would get into fucking every bird's fucking into everything. Fucking into everything. He's at least pretty good at staying in a general area. He doesn't fly all over, but, you know, like, he's not like, I'm gonna fly on the shelf and just throw your shit all over. Bird the fuck, he's not that adventurous, but good lord, he does get into fucking, he's like, are you recording something? Let me make as much noise as possible. At least right now. See, for those of you who only watch the Otome games, he's nice and he's cute and we have these lovely conversations. If you watch Sims stuff, it's usually me screaming at him to shut the fuck up. Because he decides to scream. And it's not, he has a high-pitched shriek, but it is a screaming noise that I cannot you've probably heard it once or twice in this. I cannot stand it, but he just seems to do that when I'm recording Sims. He just makes that noise. It's like, and then I'm always like, stop it! Because I can't stand that noise. It's like a baby crying. It's like grates on your knee. You're like, no, I hate it. But when we're recording Otome games, this is him. He's cute. He's playing with his rings. He's chirping. Sometimes he's shrieking at his water bottle, being an idiot. But not right now. No, you're being smart right now. Hi! You know I'm talking to you. I know. The people who watch the Sims stuff seem to probably think that I'm a mean, nasty person who hates you because I scream at you, tell you shut up. But it's not. I love you. The other day, yesterday, I was sitting here, and he got scared the shit out of me. This loud bang noise. Fuck. Oh my god. It's a little traumatizing still. Okay. Friggin' dove flew into my sliding glass door. Oh my god. I think I've had a bird once before hit the sliding glass door, but you hear a little thunk, and then they're like, whoa, and then they fly away, and you're like, oh, poor bird. No, this one flew. He must have been flying away from, like, a hawk or, like, something. Flying like a bat out of fucking hell so fucking hard. It was so goddamn loud. The poor fucking thing. Oh my god, the poor fucking thing broke its neck. I ran out onto the patio and watched the light leave its poor little eyes. The poor fucking bird. Oh my god, it was traumatic. I had no choice but to bring his little poor dead birdie body in the house and like wrap him. I feel bad that I like I can't just like, I'm not gonna like chuck his body over my freaking balcony into the woods. He would have been better off in the woods, but like I'm not gonna go dig a hole in the woods. I look like a crazy person. So I feel awful that I'm like, I had to put him in the trash. Like, ugh, it kills me. It kills me, but it's like, my options were third story floor, winging a dead bird over the balcony into the woods. Can you imagine the person downstairs? What the fuck is happening? Oh my god, that's so mean. I feel bad that I had to like, put him in a plastic bag, put him in the trash. Like, oh my god. But it was so devastating. But like, I swear to fucking God, like, I don't even know where but no. I kept thinking after that, like, looking at my bird, like, don't ever fly into the glass door, you gotta be careful. And I'm like traumatized thinking that he's gonna like fly. He's flown into the glass door before, but not that hard. But like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god. Just thinking like, when you're not here anymore, I'm gonna die. I don't know what to do with myself. Don't die on me, you're never allowed to die. Like, it's devastating to think about him dying. You guys know this because we have lovely little conversations, and I love on him when he's here. But when I'm recording Sim stuff, he makes that noise, and I'm like, "Stop it! Why are you being an asshole?" And everybody thinks I hate him. I don't. I hate that noise. I love 99% of the bird. That's the 1% I hate. Okay? Also, when he bites, he's not nice. What are you doing? You're so weird. Bird's fucking weird. Anyway, now that was 20 minutes later. Look. Now that I think about it, it's never dawned on me because I talk to any customer who comes in. I can understand where he's coming from. I might be desensitized to my unique situation. Every once in a while I have to talk to him so he stops making all the noise, and then he sits calmly for a few minutes. I know it can be tough to simply go out and make friends, so until then, I guess you can talk to me as a human. The look on his face right now is like, you can talk to me! Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's exactly what I was planning to do. You bastard! I know I'm just being a busybody, but I'm worried that you're being swayed by the non-humans around you. This is such a dad thing to say, and it's kind of creepy. Don't you want to date me later, because this is literally my mom. You should go out with your friends. You should go out. You should make friends. You should talk to other humans. Jesus Christ, Mom. Like, be wary of the non-humans. I'm sure that's what he wants to say to me. It's something that's been preached over and over ever since I met him. But what about you, Mr. Rindo? Huh? You always think about the non-humans every day of your life, Mr. Rindo. You come to Enchante whenever you can find the time from your work. The look on her face is like pressing X to doubt. That's right. Reading his emails, I'm convinced that Mr. Rindo is a hard worker. I'm off work now. I always see that late into the night, well past sleeping hours. Mr. Rindo even works during the weekends and holidays. Because he has no fucking life. He has nothing else to do. Of course, most of the work he's doing now is coming from the Amasaki Island incident, but I think Mr. Rindo is the one who should be putting more thought towards their life. I see what you're implying, and I think you're right. Mind you, I am using my spare time to do what I enjoy in life. Which is? Nothing. I have no joy in my life. I work all the time. For example, I frequent this little cafe with a cute owner behind the counter. But that's still part of his work! Not that I can say that to him. Not with that sweet and bright smile on his face. I think she's like, touche. Well, his first priority of visiting is to keep watch of what's going on. But I guess I am a bit happy seeing him at the cafe to pass his time. Whoops. Looks like we're here. Mr. Rindo stops. I look up ahead and see Enchante waiting for me. Well, I better get going. Good night, Spacey. Thank you. Good night to you too, Mr. Rindo. With his, like, fucking crisp white pants. Saying goodnight is a good thing. I hear Mr. Rindo mumble as he walks away. I watch as his figure vanishes in the night. And with that, I went back home to Enchante. It was a beautiful game. Are you happy? It was amazing. Look, this game is just going to rip my heart out as it goes. I feel like I just try not to read spoilers because I don't want to read spoilers, but like just the general consensus of like, I thought it was going to be a happy game, but it gets pretty deep. I'm not anticipating. I'm anticipating the ending is going to be like one of those like, that's not happy. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just like every single time we get a normal ending in a game, and you're like, why is that normal? How is it normal? Everybody's dead. What the fuck? I hate that. You know. That's why I love Pio Fiore, okay? My finale route was basically like happy. Spoiler alert. The finale route made me happy, okay? It did. We're not there yet. You're not there yet. I finished the whole entire game. And I know bad things happened in all the routes, like, whatever. And, like, that's fine. But, like, that finale route, like, again, like, Hakuoki, the single independent woman. Fuck that route. All my friends are dead. Bullshit. I hate that one. That sucks. Fuck you. Why does this route even exist? Just to make me mad? God damn it. Like, but, like, I don't know. Pio Fiore's like finale route was like, I almost cried. Enjoy, okay? This one is gonna make me almost cry and not joy. Why would you do this to me? I hate you, game. That's how I just feel this one's gonna go. The next day, Oh, our Uniseal. I hear Kororo quietly snoring, which brings a smile to my face. So, how'd it go, Spacey? I tell every single detail to the regulars here as I get the cafe ready. I'm not doing his voice right, but whatever. Well, we did end up buying the gift for Mikado's girlfriend. He looked happy, so I guess it all went well.
Indeed, I completed my set of special edition coasters too.
The hell were you there for anyway?
Still, to think that Mikado has someone that means that much to him is unbelievable, to say the least. Candace reaches out for his cafe latte to take a sip. Wait. Wouldn't Rindo know who this person is since he works with him? Huh, you're right. Well, it's not like we're dying to know, but we may as well ask him next time. Mr. Rindo's name comes up, which reminds me that I should tell everyone that I met him too. Oh, I actually saw Mr. Rindo yesterday. I mean, Ills, saw him too, so. To add, he wasn't wearing a suit at all. He actually looked pretty fashionable. I bet no one's ever seen him wearing anything besides his work clothes.
Oh? He was dressed like a young buck, huh?
Figures. I guess everyone views Mr. Rindo in the same light.
Well, it is Rindo after all.
I didn't say anything. Il looks up, then back down, and gazes at his collection of coasters. Well, I also asked about Mikado's girlfriend while I was at it.
That look on his face is still the best.
Mr. Rindo? Mr. Rindo goes silent. I can see the tension on his face. His eyes focus in on me. Spacey, a word of advice. And don't get too involved with what you were talking about. So I wasn't able to get any solid information from Mr. Rindo. Don't get involved. It almost sounds like you'd become a pawn if you learned too much. Yikes! Well, I doubt that had happened, but... He said he was 29 years old, so he is able to maintain an appearance that is not possible by normal humans. What Miser just said may not be off the mark.
Huh? You think? Whoa, it gets shadier by the minute. The GPM's been shady from the start.
Everyone nods in agreement to Ignis's reply. But Mr. Rindo is a good person, right? I like how everyone normally is getting along, and then in Rindo's route, they're all like, yeah, he's a little shady fucking... And we're like, wait, what? Why are we at odds all of a sudden? It's minor, but it's this weird, you're there's a slight tension here. I mean, he did help a lot back at Amasaki Island. Mr. Rindo has his opinions about the non-humans. Even so, he's been very supportive of Enchante and everyone here. But I suppose that's because he was friends with my grandpa so long ago.
Well, even if Rindo was a good guy, that doesn't mean we can trust the GPM, you know?
I doubt they're all the same. Some acted out of line even when Rindo suggested otherwise. He's right about that. There's no way I'll forget when the GPM forcefully tried to buy Enchante. I can only assume Ignis and the others met members from the GPM at some point who were like that person. In that sense, I guess Mr. Rindo is a rarity in their organization. GPM. Yeah, that guy.
Government Paranormal Measures, or GPM. We are the government agency responsible for dealing with the unexplainable phenomenon. Our main concerns are supernatural abilities like magic or curses, and also non-humans who negatively affect the human world.
Government Paranormalism Measures. GPM for short. The organization Mr. Rindo works for. It's okay, we know all this. It's GPM! This. It's the thing he works for. They work in a building. The building is on a street. Okay. It's just the weirdest. That's about all I know. All they're supposed to do is place the non-humans in custody and research the gate. Well, at least that's what they say. I don't know what they really do beyond that. That just shows I really don't know much about about Mr. Rindo. Oh, Rindo. I'm at the GPM headquarters. Phew. I let out a sigh after finally finishing my work for the day. Ooh, look how pretty that building looks at night. I just fucking noticed that. Holy shit. Like, I know, I was looking down and Damn, that shit's snazzy. With all the reports done, I can finally take a breather. If I could report exactly what happened, my work would have been done a lot sooner. But I had to withhold some information so that the regulars at Enchante and Spacey don't get in trouble. So I made sure I fixed some of the data before submitting it to the upper management. But that sure took a long time. Well, our dear girl aside, I'm not sure if I needed to cover for Miser as well. Such a busybody. Now they pan up, they're like, look at this glorious fucking neon-lighted LED up motherfucker. I turn around and look up at the building amid the moonlit night. Now that I think about it, I've already spent some 20 years of my life working here. I've met a lot of non-humans, but I'm pretty darn sure I haven't associated with anyone as closely as I have with the people at Enchante. Seriously, they're a nice bunch for being non-humans.
Oh-ho! If it isn't Rindo! Finally going home, are you?
Mikado, what the... I turn around to a familiar voice. I see the doll cradled in Mikado's hand. I hold my breath at its sight.
Thanks for working so late again. It's pretty dark out there, but are you going to Enchante again?
No, I'm heading home.
I see. I must say I'm quite envious of you. To see you use your lofty position in order to visit Enchante is just spectacular. Alas, I'd like to get the chance to use work as an excuse to be a patron in Enchante. Maybe if I go up in the ranks, I should check in with our bigwigs. Isn't that right, Koo?
That sounds a little, like, douchey. Like, he's always been kind of fine. But, like, that just sounded really fucking like,
oh, must be nice to be able to go to a cafe and pretend it's for work, huh?
Like, look. Side character, Venia, threw us under the bus. Dromi threw us under the bus. I'm just saying, I mean, and if there was a character that you really expected to throw your ass under the bus, it would be Mikado, so he's probably not gonna just because you 100% fully expect him to. A few days pass since helping Mikado. I'm here at GPM's headquarters building. It's Karia's usual medical checkup, and I'm here to accompany him today. I guess it's going to take another 20 minutes or so before he's done. I look at the time on my smartphone and walk down the hallway in an attempt to pass the time. The GPM really doesn't look any different from any other major corporation. Everyone I walk by looks like any old business person. It doesn't cease to amaze me how huge this place is. Karia said he can go alone, so he went his way. I'm sure I'd be all giddy just coming to a place like this back when I was in middle school. It's not that often I come to the GPM. I may as well check the place out. That said, the majority of this place is off limits to visitors. I was like, so you can just fucking come in and wander around with nobody watching you? That seems shady. And again, I'd rather spend my time exploring the GPM to get to know them better rather than just sitting and waiting. Various thoughts come to mind as I gaze at the information board. I know I made grilled cheese earlier, but like, is that what I'm smelling?
Oh? Well, now if it isn't our dear Spacey.
Mikado? Well, hello there.
What a coincidence seeing you here. And did you come to see Rindo?
No, I explained I came here with Karia for his medical checkup.
Ha! You mean that ice fairy of yours? I wanted to see him again, but they relieved me of my duties as a researcher.
It's just a hunch, but I'm guessing that it's because he let Karia escape.
That's right. You have to listen to me. It's about my girlfriend's birthday. I'm going to be giving her the gift today.
Huh? It's today?
Yes, and why don't you meet her? I'd like to introduce her since you're here.
Huh? Are you sure that's okay? Curiosity, so piquing.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure she'd be ecstatic.
Mikado nods and smiles. I wonder if an outsider like myself should be part of such a special occasion. But I'm a bit curious who this person is. And Mr. Mikado is inviting me to meet her. My curiosity gets the better of me, and as I nod and reply, that should have been an option, like yes or no. Bad ending. I message Kari to let him know, then follow Mikado down to a different room. Huh. There's no one inside the room. All I see and hear are Mr. Mikado's research papers and the fox doll he always carries around with him. Oh, God. There was a part of my mind, I'm like, it's not fucking the fox doll, is it? Oh, God, that'd be fucking hilarious. Mikado? Is she supposed to be here? I asked out of curiosity.
She's right here.
Oh my God, it's the computer, isn't it? Oh God, it is. Oh my God. Oh dear Lord. Oh God. Oh, he's sadder than I thought he was. Like, it's one thing you're carrying the little fox doll around with you. I have a sock monster we take around and he goes drinking and shit with my family. But Lord, I don't.
It's my girlfriend.
Oh, you poor freak. You poor weirdo. Oh, Mikado. Oh, sweetie, honey, baby. Oh, dear. Oh, God, this is great. Mikado smiles and lifts up the doll he carries around. Mikado then takes the gift out from his pocket and begins speaking to the doll. That's why when he was talking about the ring and everything, I was like, in my back of my mind, I'm like, is it the fucking stuffed animal?
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Koo. I bought you a very special gift for your birthday.
Huh? He's joking, right? I'm sure his real girlfriend is standing behind me getting ready to surprise me. But no one is behind me, and no one seems to be joining us. After a brief pause...
Mind you, the girl here helped me find the perfect gift for you. You know I really messed up your last birthday when I gave you a gift you didn't want. So, I had her help me to make sure you'd be happy this year.
Oh, he's sadder than I am. Oh, God. Look, at least look, when they were talking about, oh, you got a waifu, like 2D, but like, hey, that's less sad than this. Okay, that is less sad than all of us that play Otome games or have our Otome husbandos is like, that is way less sad than this. Oh.
Now, let's open it together. I hope you like it.
I've never seen Mikado put on a smile this warm before. He takes the trinket out of the box. The gift inside is definitely the item we helped choose for him. A small necklace.
See that? The jewel looks really good on you. It took a while to find this. You like it? I actually wanted to buy you a ring, but I couldn't find one that'd fit you. But I guess I could special order one for you. And let's see what size will fit you.
What is going on here? Mikado's talking to himself. Actually, he's talking to his doll and responding as if it was talking back to him. Oh, that's even weirder. I feel a shiver down my spine as I watch the eerie event unfolding in front of me. I mean, I talk to myself, but Then suddenly, Mr. Mikado places the necklace around Koo's neck. Its eyes moved. What the...
That's right. I'm so sorry. It's time to eat. I guess my dear girlfriend is more interested in food than fashion.
Mikado rolls his sleeves. I look at his exposed arm to see, oh my God, it's going to bite him, it's a vampire. Countless scars.
Here you go, Koo.
Mikado presents his arm in front of Koo like an offering. Oh, this is why Rindo... Okay. He's been like the fun little goofy, but he is literally motherfucking it. Okay, no, he's totally going to kill us. He's going to attempt to kill us. Then it happens. Koo quickly snaps forward and bites onto Mr. Mikado's arm. Its fangs dig deep into his flesh. What? What is going on? I slowly take a step back. Suddenly, a hand grabs my shoulder. Mr. Rindo? I look up to see his face twisted in agony. It was as if he's seen this too many times before. That's why he told us not to get involved. His eyes are dull and lifeless. Mikado, do you mind if I borrow Spacey? I need to speak with her for a second.
Why, of course. I was planning on spending this special day with Koo anyway. Oh, but maybe we can share this day and have a double date.
Mikado lets out a bright smile as Koo keeps its fangs sunken into his arm. He looks so happy. And he really seems to believe it.
How about it? Why don't we all go out together? It'll be the best date we've ever been on.
Yeah, Mikado's gonna fucking kill us. No doubt. No. Maybe next time. And now let's go. Mr. Rindo pulls me toward him as I was still in shock. And without another word, we both leave the room and the happy couple behind. Okay, I know this isn't technically the end of that part, but like, I think, let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, we're a little over time when I edit the parts together, so I'm going to stop here. Because I don't know if this is going to go on. All right, you know what? Let's just see. Let's go another minute or two and see if it goes. We'll see. If he explains. The air feels a lot cooler now. It's probably coming from the cold sweat on my hands. What did I see back there? I asked Mr. Rindo if he knows what's going on, since I'm utterly confused. What was that about? Seriously, what was that? Why was Mikado... But Mr. Rindo doesn't say anything. He quietly buys 2 coffees from the vending machine and hands me one of them. He leans against the wall and takes a sip of his canned coffee. He doesn't seem to be enjoying his coffee like he usually does at Enchante. He's trying to choke it down as best he can. In fact, he's drinking his coffee as if he's trying to wash out a bad taste. It's like pretending it's whiskey. His expression is so unlike him. He looks defeated, ashamed of accepting fate. I was hoping you wouldn't have found out. He downs his coffee and begins to mumble. What you saw back there, that is Mikado's girlfriend. It used to be human, now a type 2 non-human, and my younger sister. What? That was a twist I didn't see coming. Well, aren't you glad we finished reading that? Did we? I feel like we knew he had a sister. Because I feel like that was something that came up at some point, but okay. So your younger sister was dating Mikado, which is fucking weird to begin with. And then she turned into that. Oh my god! I thought he was crazy just talking to an imaginary. But okay. Oh, this is a little sadder than him just being okay. It's a little sadder and more fucked up. It makes me feel a little bit better about his level of crazy. And you can kind of understand the crazy. You're like, I absolutely and totally in love and this is my boyfriend. And then they turn into a weird fox thing that doesn't ever move. It's like a doll. You think it's a doll. It's not really a doll. It just doesn't move. And I mean, yeah, he's mentally disturbed, but I kind of can understand there was a lot of fucking rolling down the hill into crazy. And that's how he got there. Okay, wow. Well, this is fun. This is going to be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here now. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.